What is up, everybody? Meriden Gaming here, and we're back for another World of Tanks Tech Tree Tank Showcase and Review. Today we're taking a look at the Tier 10 American turreted tank destroyer, the T110e4. Now, as you can see here, this has basically has a heavy tank look, doesn't it? Very heavy tank-ish turret here, and a very heavy tank-ish kind of front here. I mean, this is very similar, I want to say, to the Renegade, actually. Maybe it was the T57 Heavy. I don't remember which one. But anyway, yeah, this thing is pretty awesome. The one downside compared to the previous ones, it doesn't have full 360 rotation. It only can rotate 90 degrees both ways. So that is definitely one thing you have to take into account. And the turret is actually less armored than the previous one. As you can see, you've only got 237. Because of the slope, you got a little bit more in some spots. And of course, right on the edge of the gun mantlet is pretty heavy. But yeah, just like that Renegade, I guess this is what reminds me of it. Big old cupola on top with, yeah, 190 to 225-ish, 226. Yeah, that's what people are going to be trying to shoot on you all day long. Of course, your hull is actually pretty low as far as the lower plate goes, but your upper plate, so you can reveal your upper plate a little bit more because you do have that 300 armor. Let's go ahead and take a look at the actual live view. As you can see, yeah, big old cupola, lower plate, cheeks. This is with just 295 pin. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that has even more, like this 375. Yeah, they're going through just about everything, except for, of course, there's a few ricocheting angles. It does have that boat hole, so there are some angles where they'll ricochet off the edges. And you do have less gun depression now than you did in the previous tanks. I don't even think over the sides you have any more than 6 degrees. So you definitely have to make use of those low walls and things because you're not going to have the gun depression of the previous American tanks and the American heavies with 10 degrees. Yeah, only 6. So definitely have to stay a lot further back than you did previously. Let's go ahead and take a look at the comparison. Alright, so we have the FV4005 from the British, the Grill 15, and of course we threw in the other American just so you can see the difference between the two tank lines. There's really not much else to say because there's really not that many turreted TDs in the game. I believe there is a collector's one for the Waffentrager E100 I saw in here, but not very many people are going to spend 6 million credits just to have a collector's item. So that's going to be one of the older players, and you won't see them that often. These are the two I see the most. And then of course the 110e3 you're going to see. But as far as turreted, I tend to see the grill the most on the North American server, and then the FB 405, and then you start seeing the 110e4. Yeah, anyway, so penetration. Yeah, it's pretty good. Not as bad as some of the other ones, but I mean, honestly, 295 is going to go through even quite a few of the heavy tanks. So that's definitely where these tanks shine, is that high penetration. And of course, with the 370, was 370, right? Yeah, 375, you're going to go through just about everything. Now, as opposed to the previous tank, this one does only have the 155. It does not have access to the 120. So you are stuck with that 18-second reload, except for using equipment and a few skills. 750 damage, just like the previous tank. And the one thing you do have less of is ammo. So you definitely have to make your shots count. But with 18 seconds reload, you're going to find it tough to run out of ammo with that kind of reload time. Then we get down to percent also shell velocity, very slow. The gold rounds do give you quite a bit more, but you're still going to have to lead your shots. So you have to take that into account for sure. Aim time 2.78, same as the previous tank. 0.35, same as the previous tank. Other than the grill, though, that's pretty good for this comparison. But yeah, I definitely want to try to get that aim time down because of the fact that you don't have quite as good of armor and your camo is not great either. You definitely have to try to pick your shots well to make sure you do that damage. And then the other thing I forgot to mention was the HE rounds, which have 90 pin just like the previous. Um, so definitely take a couple of those, or well, probably 2 or 3, yeah, just to deal with those lightly armored tanks, because you can one-shot some of those tier 8s with that. All right, then we get down to first gun depression. Like I said, it's only 6. Funny is the T110e4 has more gun depression than the turreted tank. Or weird. And then you have less than either of the other two. But you do have better armor than these two for sure. Speed, pretty slow. Not as slow as a couple of the others, but you are not going to be racing around the battlefield. You're going to be slowly moving forward as your team gains ground to support them. Then we get down to armor. Like I said, the turret is less than the previous tank. I think you have more on the sides than the previous one, but still, stuff is going to be able to pin you that wasn't able to pin you in that T30. So definitely keep that in mind. And then the whole armor, of course, does have better, at least on the front. The sides, still not great. Anything with over, actually no, I guess they can't overmatch that. They can overmatch your rear, but I mean honestly, as long as you play well, you're not going to give them your rear. 2,000 health points, so quite a bit more than some of the other ones. Because this is a pretty beefy tank. If we take a look at the weight, yeah, it's one of the bigger, heavier ones. So you can actually ram some people if you're desperate and you shoot a shell and you have to wait for that 18-second reload. Try to ram them, face hug them. Yep, there you go. And then camo, as bad as the heavy 405, but still not great. You might be able to get it up to like 15, 16. I guess you could technically use a camo net and get it a little bit higher, but it's still, you're not going to be stealthy in this thing. And the 390 view range, which is standard across the board, we can probably try to get that up so when you're towards the end of the game, you can still spot stuff. But those sniper medium tanks are still going to outspot you, and those light tanks. So honestly, if you're the last one standing, you back yourself into a corner and shoot anything that comes at you. That's pretty much how this thing rolls. Anyway, let's go ahead and get over to the gameplay. So we're going to be watching, can't even see if Igornowak, see if I can get bigger. Yeah, Igornowak. From the Pony Clan is T110e4. Oh, he's anonymized. Interesting. Of course, he has this thing pretty well maxed out because it looks like he's got a double, or not maybe completely maxed out, but he's got a double setup. So pick. All right, he's going to be facing. Yep, like I said, there's that 405. Let me get our mini map increased. And the one we want. Yes, this is the one we want. We got a 4005 T110e3. What are the other things doing? So he's going to take Overwatch on the hill. Now, I'm not watching this, so watching this, live reaction. And the interesting thing here is because he's a little bit taller, and finally loaded up a gold round. Boom! Already. Because he's a little bit taller, he can see over some of these rocks that some of the other players can't. And if you notice, he's got we've got the view circles on. All those tanks on the middle of that hill cannot see him. So unless a light comes flying around that corner or something like that, he's going to remain unspotted. Oh, there you go. Nice big hit. That concept. Now that concept, yep, he's like, you know what, maybe I don't want to sit here. There's a very similar spot on the other spawn, the south spawn, that I like to sit in. Because if you can remain unspotted, and, just literally sit out and have a decent view of that whole hill, there's going to be people there. Oh, see, here comes the light. That's what I was talking about. Light could come up around that corner, spot people. Loaded his standard rounds for that light. Could have probably gone with HE if he really wanted to. So he's trying to find a slightly better position. I figured that was going to miss. He was a little bit late on that shot. Oh, now here you go. Tar. He's not going to have to be reloaded in time, though, before that thing goes behind cover. Oh, but it makes a mistake of coming back out. Not going to get a shot, though, still. Yeah, that's the one downside of this tank, is that long reload. You hit hard, it's just... Yeah, it's going to... Oh, there you go. Oh, ricocheted off the light tank. That's disappointing. Someone else got him, though, so they're good. Oh, tortoise season. Actually, I guess that light tank probably spotted him. But like I said, you don't have great armor, so that's, of course, that tortoise is throwing a DCR. Oh, there's a char for the char. Trying to get a shot in. That's one. Boom! Gotta back down because of that slow reload. Try to angle his armor. And see, this is where that less gun depression comes into play. It's locations like this where you could have played the T30 and still remain pretty hull down. You're not going to be able to in this T110. Try to get an angle where you can just boom. Oh, but see, now you got a problem because that thing is going to reload and could possibly clip you out. But apparently he already shot a couple times. Interesting. Why did he choose? I guess because he wanted to, he's trying to maximize his damage, maybe? I always take the opportunity, if I can take a gun out of the game, like that Char Futar, I guess he knows he's got 40 seconds, but now he shot twice. So that Char is going to be reloaded before he can reload another time. Now he's trying to take cover. There's the tortoise again. Finish off the tortoise, because that tortoise has a really fast reload. I guess the Waffentrager is giving him support, and maybe those two guys from the center. There's another kill. The Char should have been reloaded by now and should have finished him off.
Moving to support your position. I appreciate it.
I don't know why he's backing up that hill, because here comes the Char. He's keeping the Char spotted though, and the Char doesn't know where all the enemies are, so I guess that's why he's not trying to rush him. Gotta be careful where he's sitting. Okay, there you go. Someone finally finished him off, the Manticore.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, he's lucky. If that had been me, that Char would have pushed me by now. He's got to be careful because of the Artie
Moving to support your position.
in that position. T49, okay, so T49's in the middle. Can he just shot off at him? Already at 6,000 damage. See, this thing just hits. And with the penetration it has, it goes through just about everything. Got an unlucky bounce off that one light tank, which I find strange because I assumed most light tanks you'll overmatch, but he probably hit the track first or something, which ate up quite a bit of the pen. Okay, so the T49 went up, most likely. Manticore's checking to see where he's at. Still have that FV405 and the T110. Oh, the E3 is definitely over there with that, or was over there with the heavies. I can't tell if he's still there. Yeah, if he can just spot that 405, he can probably one-shot it. They cheat. Actually, maybe not. No, 405 has, what, almost 2,000? There it is. 1,800. Yeah, he can't one-shot that. Yeah, he's got to be careful because there's still a few big nasty things over there. There you go. Oh, that didn't pin. I expect that to pin on the side.
I appreciate it.
Now, I do have to say, just because it's green does not mean it's going to pin. It means you have the potential, because of the penetration of your gun, to go through that. But of course, you do have RNG to deal with because it can go plus or minus 25%. You can still, or if you hit either a ricochet plate or a based armor, it can mess with you. There you go, nice big shot in the side. Something spotted him though. Probably the T49, I would assume. Trying to stay unlit. Oh, there's the T110. Up on that hill. He was trying to blind shot there? Yeah, they're already down 4 tanks. Overall, he was doing good. I mean, 7,500 damage, but then there's all those heavies back there just melted there at the end. Okay, they've spotted the T10. He's got enough health that, you know, he can take 1, maybe 2 shots from something other than the 405. Oh, there's the light tank. And artillery. Yep, that's gonna be a problem. Bounce the T110. Probably hit him in the gun mantlet. Yeah, this is a sticky situation here. Manticore dealt with it. That T10, I'm surprised. He must have been low on health. Ooh, might be able to hit that 405 through the boat. Oh, tried to snap it in there. Didn't quite get the angle. Was not happy about that. Wow, Manticore doing some work. Actually, the Manticore has 5 kills. That's pretty good. Here's the IS-7. Manticore trying to circle. Nice. Good job. Their light is now out of the game. They've lost their Waffentrager that was with them. So it's pretty much the T110e4 and the Manticore. Which the Manticore is, personally, it's one of my favorite lights. I'm working towards it as well. Just because it does have a really good gun. Although you do have the downside of only having like ammo. Gotta figure out where this IS-7 is. Oh, oh, oh. I don't know why the IS-7 didn't shoot. Oh, so now he's gonna try to... Nice. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That Manticore is definitely knows what he's doing. The Manticore says he's gonna go spot the T110e3. This is some good cooperation right here. Trying to figure out... Okay, they've spotted the T110. They just gotta get in position to shoot him safely. They can't go on the other side of that hill because of that 405. Oh, he's behind a rock. That's quite annoying. Didn't see how much health that T110. Oh, that T110 is pretty low on health. So they should be able to deal with this. If they've got it down to a 2-on-3. That's pretty good, considering they were down 4 tanks. What's he gonna do? Trying to see if we can get a different angle. Oh, the T110's moved. They get a shot on him. Nope, he's still too. Oh, yeah, because he's below the hill. He's gotta be careful here because if that FB has max view range, he might be able to spot him. And they very well could have that M53 trying to spot it as well. Appy's smart. Oh, Manticore only has 1 shot left. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what makes this very difficult when you play that Manticore. You have to make sure your shots count. Something has spotted him. So the FB is probably over. Oh, he's gotta get down before the 110. A Manticore uses his last shot to save the 110e4. That was a good play. Anytime you can preserve one of your guys, especially when you're a light, this guy has a much bigger gun, so you know he's going to be able to finish off him. Oh, good bounce there. I can't remember how much reload. Oh, this guy's just like, you know what? I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead.
Enemy armor is destroyed. Platoon created.
Oh, they create a platoon. Oh, they gotta find him. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Because... Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Come on. Come on. Oh. Chase him. You can get him. Come on. 30 seconds. Boom! Nice. Nice. Clap for that. That is a great play. Awesome. Let's go ahead and take a look at those stats, though. That was a great game. I loved watching that one. All right, let's get over here. And wow. Yeah, look at all these medals. 11,001 or 11,111 damage. I mean, what are the odds of that? 1-1, 1-1-1. 5 kills. 3,000 damage blocked. And a little bit of probably tracking, I'd assume, on this one. Oh no, he detected the light. But yeah, Ace Tanker, Bruiser, Duelist, Fighter, Fire for Effect, Shell Proof. Crucial contribution because him and the platoon mate at the end killed 12 enemies. Tank Sniper, Brothers in Arms, of course. That's one of the rare ones to get. Steel Wall, and High Caliber. I'm assuming that the light tank probably got the top gun. Let's see, Manticore. Oh, he got quite a bit too. Yeah, he got the top gun because he got more kills. But yeah. Anyway, amazing game to watch. That was really fun for sure. But anyway, this is Meridian Gaming, and I will see you on the battlefield. And if there's a specific tank you want to see next, just let me know down in the comments of the most current Tech Tree Tank Showcase and Review episode, and I will get right on it. Now, I tend to record 2 or 3 in advance, so it may be a few before it comes out, but yep. Anyway, I'll see you.